Welcome to the deep dive. Get ready for this one, folks, because today we're going to unpack something incredible.
Oh, yeah.
The history of the Talavera family.
All right.
It's like we've been handed
Mm-hmm.
this giant jigsaw puzzle box,
Yeah.
thousands of pieces,
Yeah.
each one a Talavera who lived over centuries.
Wow.
And our deep dive today is about figuring out
Yeah.
what picture do these pieces make.
It's truly fascinating. We're talking 25 branches,
Okay.
spanning the globe,
Hmm.
totaling around 5,000 individuals.
5,000.
Imagine a family reunion bigger than some towns.
Wow. Okay, so picture this. You walk into this massive Talavera reunion, right?
Okay.
And there's the branch of the family who were doctors, over 200 of them.
Wow.
Now, if medicine's something that's always been in your family, or maybe you're drawn to it yourself,
Yeah.
that connection just got a whole lot more interesting.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating here is that it's not just about the numbers.
Okay.
The Talavera family tree seems to suggest certain recurring themes,
Uh-huh.
certain values that appear again and again.
Okay, I'm all ears. What kind of themes are we talking about?
Well, take the healing profession, for example. Yes, we have over 200 doctors, but
Right.
the research also reveals a pattern of Talaveras involved in social work,
Oh, wow.
even monks running infirmaries.
Interesting.
It suggests a deep-rooted dedication to caring for others, a thread that runs through the family's history.
Wow.
Could this be a clue to your own family's values?
That's a really cool thought. So it's not just about finding out if you're related to a Talavera, but
Right.
understanding what those connections might say about your own family's story.
Precisely. Now, another striking aspect of the Talavera family is their incredible global reach.
Okay.
We're talking about roots in Europe,
Hmm.
Latin America, connections to empires like the Ottoman and the British. They were everywhere.
So spread out that they must have tried their hand at, well, everything.
Yeah.
What were some of the less expected Talavera paths?
Oh, there were some surprises, for sure.
Yeah.
For instance, did you know there were Talaveras who were circus performers?
Wait, circus performers?
Yeah.
Seriously. That's not something you'd expect to find in a family tree alongside doctors and monks.
Exactly. And it gets even more diverse.
Okay.
We found Talaveras who were detectives,
Huh.
others who were experts in numismatics. That's the study of coins and currency, for those unfamiliar with the term.
Right.
Think of it like collecting baseball cards, but with historical significance.
Wow. So we've got healers, entertainers, detectives, coin collectors.
Right.
The Talaveras were like a Renaissance family,
Uh-huh.
but spread out over centuries.
That's a great way to put it. And within all this diversity, we find nearly 100 Talaveras.
Wow.
With ties to nobility dukes, counts, maybe even royalty. Imagine Thanksgiving dinner at their place.
Now that's a family gathering I wouldn't want to miss. But, okay, this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The research mentions that around 30 Talaveras were genealogists.
Yes. Talaveras researching Talaveras.
Right, what?
It's like they were piecing together this massive family puzzle themselves long before we even started.
Wait, so wouldn't that mean some of them could have been researching my lineage? That's kind of mind-blowing.
Wouldn't that be something? It highlights just how interconnected we all are. The Talaveras were clearly fascinated by their own history, and perhaps, in a way, they were already tracing your roots long before you even thought about it.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about
It does.
all the hidden connections out there just waiting to be discovered.
Right.
But with a family as vast as the Talaveras, I'm guessing there are still
Oh, yeah.
plenty of mysteries left to unravel, right?
Absolutely. You see, even with all this research, there are still over 1,200 Talaveras who haven't even been categorized yet.
Wow.
We know they existed.
Hmm.
We know they were part of this incredible family.
Right.
But their stories, their professions, their impact on the world,
Yeah.
all of that remains a blank canvas.
So it's like we've only just started to put the puzzle together.
Exactly.
There are entire sections still missing.
Precisely. And that's what makes the Talavera family history so compelling.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that behind every name,
Yeah.
every date, every bit of information, there's a human story waiting to be told.
Hmm.
Maybe one of those uncategorized Talaveras was a revolutionary thinker.
Okay.
Or an artist whose work has been lost to time.
Yeah.
Or maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
they were the missing link in your own family history.
That's both exciting and a little daunting, you know? Like, where do you even begin to uncover those hidden stories?
Well, it starts with curiosity.
Okay.
With a willingness to dig a little deeper, to look beyond the surface.
Okay.
And remember, your own family history is part of this grand tapestry, too.
Right.
It's connected to the Talaveras, to history, to the world around us in ways you might never have imagined.
So what does all this mean for someone listening who maybe isn't a Talavera,
Right.
but is hearing all this and thinking, wow, my family history could be just as interesting?
Uh-huh.
What's the takeaway?
The Talavera family history is like holding up a mirror to all of us.
Okay.
It reminds us that our own families,
Right.
our own ancestries, are filled with extraordinary individuals,
Hmm.
with triumphs and struggles with stories that deserve to be remembered.
It's like we're all part of this massive, interconnected human story, and the Talavera family is just one chapter,
Right.
one piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. And just like the Talaveras, your family history might hold surprises,
Hmm.
hidden connections,
Mhm.
forgotten heroes.
Okay.
You might have ancestors who were pioneers, artists, maybe even royalty hiding in your lineage.
Wow.
Like a family tree, but going back centuries.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't underestimate the power of our own family stories.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
They're a window into who we are,
Hmm.
where we come from, and the incredible legacy we carry within us.
And who knows, maybe by exploring our own families, we might even stumble upon those missing Talavera pieces, helping to complete the puzzle for everyone.
Now, wouldn't that be a remarkable discovery? It speaks to the power of genealogy, the
Yep.
way it connects us across time and space, and reminds us that we're all part of something much larger than ourselves.
So for anyone listening who's feeling inspired to start their own deep dive into their family history, what's the first step? Where do they even begin?
The beauty is you can start right now,
Hmm.
right where you are.
Okay.
Talk to your family,
Right.
dig through old photo albums,
Okay.
maybe even try an online genealogy service.
Right.
There are countless resources available to help you on your journey.
And who knows, what you uncover might not just change your understanding of your family, but it might even add a missing piece to the grand Talavera puzzle.
What we've learned today merely scratches the surface.
Hmm.
The Talavera family history reminds us that behind every surname, every family tree, there lies a tapestry of human experience waiting to be explored.
It's amazing to think that something as simple as a name like Talavera can open up such a vast and complex world.
It really is, and it reminds us that every family, every individual has a story worth telling, a history waiting to be uncovered.
So as we wrap up our deep dives into the Talavera family history, what's the one thing you hope listeners take away from all of this?
I hope they feel inspired to explore their own family stories, to look beyond the names and the dates and see the real people, the real lives that shape their own existence.
Because ultimately, the Talavera story is a reflection of the human story. It's about connection, about legacy, about the threads that weave us all together.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe in uncovering your own family's past, you'll find connections to the Talaveras or to other fascinating historical figures and events. You might even contribute to the ongoing research, adding your own piece to the ever-evolving puzzle of human history.
So to everyone listening, get out there, start asking questions, and see where your own deep dive takes you. You never know what incredible discoveries await.
And remember, if you ever need a guide on your genealogical adventures, the Deep Dive is always here to help you navigate the twists and turns of history.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the fascinating world around us. We'll see you on our next deep dive.